What is going on, guys? We're back with another video on Madden 18 Connected Franchise, and we are doing a realistic rebuild of the Chiefs. I've already traded off Marcus Peters for a second-round pick and I believe a fourth-round pick. We also have to get rid of Alex Smith to gain a cornerback. These rosters, I don't know why they're slightly out of date. I thought I picked a more in-date one, I suppose. I believe Kendall Fuller for Alex Smith was the move. I think so, at least. See if it goes. Yeah, this one's going to be an interesting one. What did they do in real life? So here we trade Alex Smith, Witzman, in a third round for Kendall Fuller. So they gained a third round pick with Kendall Fuller. By the way, did I call him Kyle Fuller? I don't think I did. So I think, honestly, we're just going to allow ourselves to take a first round off of them. I think a third and 2 seconds is worth a first round pick. So I'm going to allow us to take this pick off of them. Darrelle Revis. They actually took Darrelle Revis. 2 seconds, Darrelle Revis, and a first. So realistically, we're losing on the trade because we lose an extra second and third. But we do gain a first round. So lose an extra second and third, but you gain a first. I think that's completely fair. But this is the roster, of course. Kareem Hunt, Patrick Mahomes. Hopefully we can develop him. I've had him before as a starter in a fantasy, and he did very well for me. Don't like the fact that we have some old linebackers here. Really, like every single one of them is old. Like Derek Johnson, 34. Samba Ali, 33. Even Justin Houston's like 28. Yeah, 28, 29. Really, the only guys we have that are decently young on defense are Chris Jones and Kendall Fuller. Everyone else is looking a little old. His team might actually be really hard to rebuild. Hopefully we have some free agents here. Maybe even someone on the trade block we can go with. So we're seeing a lot of players that aren't really going to help us now, are they? Quentin Coples, slow dev. Yeah, this team's actually kind of rough. We don't have our own first round, so whoever has our first round is probably going to get quite a pick. So we get Ryan Matthews, Akeem Hunt, and a third round next year for our own second this year. Things are getting messy as hell over here. But we got our pick back, a pick that will be very good because this team is going to be very bad. Pitta, see you later. No, I'm not. Wait, am I forced to keep Pitta now because I signed him? Well, screw the Bears. Trade him for a 7th round pick next year. Oh, God. Super realistic rebuild on the way here. Let's take a look at the trade block. Okay, so I don't know why he was on the trade block, but a 5th and a 6th this year for Anthony Brown, apparently. Apparently the Cowboys are willing to get rid of him. So he's our number 2 now. I guess to be fair, he's actually kind of rough. But still, he's our number 2, and I'm okay with it. Should we trade Derek Johnson and D Ford for Onyemata from the Saints? Pretty big win for the Saints there because they could use the pass rush depth, and they have about 5,000 DTs already. Let's go on to the next week and see if any of the guys we have on the block might be tradable. So Spencer Ware is getting an offer. The only way I would accept anything here is if Spencer Ware is nearing a contract year because we do have several running backs. Charkandrick West. Spencer Ware, 25 years old, is on a contract year, so I will be trading him to the Colts, who are a perfect fit because they are a team that needs running back big time. So we will take that trade, and I think it's rather fair. I think maybe it could have been a 3rd instead of a 2nd, but I think we're going to we're not really going to worry about that. We're going to allow it and pretty much accept this as our starting roster. Really wish we had some younger wide receivers. Maybe we could find someone in the free agency. Isaiah Ford. I would love to start one of these like youngsters, but let's just be honest. None of these guys have the talent. Like Isaiah Ford is really slow. All right, so I'm ready, and I think we're going to need a really insane draft. That's what I think. We did actually get quite a bit off the Colts, but Spencer Ware is 25, and he's shown a lot of brilliance. I mean, in Madden, at least, he's like an 86, which is a pretty damn good player. I mean, if Kendall Fuller can go for an If Kendall Fuller in game, who's an 85, was literally like half bar for a 2nd and a 4th, I think a 2nd, 5th, 5th is fair enough because Kendall Fuller probably goes for a 1 and a 3 in Madden. So it is week 3. We're 0-2, and there's no draft stories. if anything could go any better, I don't know how. I don't know how it would. We're going to be 0-3 as well. I said 0-2, but 0-3 is the way. Oh, this is a big win for us. Kinda. I mean, we have our own second round anyways. So there's a lot of quarterbacks. I don't think that's something we could really go for. Wide receiver, however, without a doubt, this team's biggest need. Not even a question. And Deshaun Barnett, the front runner for wide receivers at the moment. Luckily, we do have, the likes of Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, but still, receiving talent is the biggest need. And so far, we've seen a couple. So I actually missed a week, but Andres Wallace has won the Heisman after dominating the conference as both a corner and a receiver. So Andres Wallace is apparently a wide receiver. Normally, when it says both wide receiver and corner, they go to corner. But I guess that's not the case. There was also some Romeus guy. There he goes, a safety. And we could use a safety. A late first-round pick here could be huge. We're going to need one of these amazing drafts. Do I see a middle linebacker that could be that guy? It's really rare to see these A+, B-, C+. Usually they're a little bit better than that. It's a little weird, but I mean, we're going to have to evaluate everything. We really need one of those signature baller drafts. Go to the playoffs. Did we make it? I mean, our team was looking rough, but we still are the Chiefs, and no, we did not. We did, however, finish 8-8, which I'm not really happy with, but that leaves us with a mid second round pick. More importantly, though, how did the Chiefs do? The Chiefs? We are the Chiefs. The Redskins, please. Don't see them. 7-9. So realistically, both teams very similar. Patrick Mahomes, lots of yards, but also lots of picks. Not a lot of touchdowns. Not a lot of touchdowns in general for this team. Receiving, Tyreek Hill, bulk of the yardage. Travis Kelce with a ton of the catches, though, and yardage. Defensively, maybe we should have ran a 4-3 because Chris Jones on the inside did better than Justin Houston on the outside. Harrison Butker, very bad himself. Actually could have, depending on what our divisional opponent did, we might have been in the playoffs. Might have been in the playoffs if it wasn't for this kicker. Let's see, there's one right there. Let's see, did he miss a field goal or two? He was not. He did not miss. I'm gonna take a look at every single loss where it was by 3. No, he can't. Won that game. Doesn't make any sense to look at that. So we lost by 6. Did we miss 2 field goals? No. Guess maybe it didn't matter. Maybe they were just in stupid games where we were perfect anyways. Let's take a look at the awards. I did not look at the XP. Please. Mahomes. Mahomie. Come on. No, he was number 3. Defensively, I don't even think we had a rookie. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I knew Deshaun Watson was going to get it too, and we get not a single award, leaving us in the pit of despair. Literally don't know what to do in this scenario because our draft pick is rough. We did not get any awards. Nothing's looking good. Jags and Vikings. Very realistic outcome. Jason Nash. Hi, of YouTube. So Jason Nash, quarterback. Jags win. I totally forgot to re-sign people, but I don't know if it's really going to matter. Dustin Colquitt. He's kind of reaching the end of his career. We could probably find better. Benny Logan wants a 2-year deal. He'll get a 2-year deal. Okay, he's going to test free agency, I guess. See you later. Harrison Butker, I guess we'll keep. Zach Fulton, one of our best / young linemen. Gonna grab him back. Thank you. Albert Wilson is kind of like a decent player, but I think we're gonna let him go. Terrence Mitchell will let go. Gonna let a lot of these guys go. I'm actually gonna keep Pierre Louis though. So a lot of the guys did not re-sign, which is all right because we have tons of money. We could sign pretty much anyone we want here. Please be a big name, big name, big name. Garrett Blount is the biggest name we have, and we obviously do not need him with the likes of Kareem and Charkandrick. Do you have Jeremy Hill as well? I mean, Jeremy Hill is, I think, would be worth a contract, like, no matter what team you are. If no one's offering, lowball him. If he doesn't want to join, that is what it is. So Tremaine Johnson's here. Redskins are going to be all over that. Joseph? Go on to the next week, see if we get anyone. I don't know if we will, to be honest. We did not. Scout college players, though, that's the most important thing. Quarterback, 6.2, Zach Darby, rough. Early first, 24 years old. Oh, a 6.8? Oh my god, is this like... I honestly don't know what's going on here. This guy is the greatest past first-round quarterback prospect I've ever seen. It's not even close. Like, it really isn't. It's absolutely 0%. I mean, there's literally never been one that good. Depending on how good he is, because we obviously are going to look to draft him, could take over Mahomes. And Mahomes is a very good overall, so I'd be looking for a very high first-round pick. Some decent wide receivers. Nothing insane, though. Ooh, D's. I mean, if this was your mama's rebuild, she'd be all over that. Bumped some of the offers, see if we can get anyone out of that. And we get Jonathan Joseph, definitely the biggest one that we wanted. So like I said, we have Tyreek Hill. I expect to draft a couple of wide receivers here. Hammond, the mid-first, an amazing corner. Like, absolutely amazing. However, there is still a lot of other great corners near the end of the first. And we'll be looking to grab one of them. Honestly, don't even know if we need one at all. 8.0. Pretty insane combine. I'm not even sure we need one. Like, we might not even need a single one of them. But obviously we will grab one if the pick is right. Jeromepkr. I mean, he's a little on the slower side, but he's superstar dev. This is a very tough draft, honestly. Like, I really don't know what the hell to do. Because that Romas guy is a superstar. Like, he's a player that will literally be on your team for another 8 years. Do you ever pass someone up like that, even if you have bigger needs? I don't know. Like, as long as it's not a kicker, punter, fullback, that's it. You pretty much have to go for the guy that's going to be on your team forever. So we have pick number 12 and pick 44. What needs to be known. So first things first, let's go to our pick because we don't need to move anywhere. Romas is still there. Hammond goes number 6. Great pick. Lions have one of the best cornerback cores in the league now. We look around the league. Linebacker. What do we got? Morgan Brock. Amazing linebacker. He's a late first-round pick. He's a prototype. He's definitely a coverage style. Then we have a 3-4 pass rusher, Haynes Arnold, in the early second. I don't know if you could pass on him. I don't see his potentials, but he definitely would be a great starter on the opposite side of Justin Houston. Linebacker, late first, Percy Harding. Draftable. Definitely draftable. Might be the only other draftable besides Marshall Hughes. Defensive line, I think we would just completely skip this year. Lineman, I think we have to just automatically skip. Wide receiver, first one I'd want is a mid-third. Running backs, not worried about. Quarterback is a 5th round. So what we're looking around here is first-round pick Gerard Romas, who is a guaranteed star, or Morgan Brock, who is also a guaranteed, well, not guaranteed star, but he's guaranteed to start somewhere. Is there any way I can move a little bit without risking the pick? I don't think so. I think we're going to have to go with the safety. The safety is a star for a while. Got to take him. He does not. I thought he had superstar dev. Either way, no superstar dev, but an amazing safety. One of the better ones I've seen, just for the fact that he's 21, 92 hit powered. I mean, he's already over the threshold. 88 speed is fine, but he also has 92 excel. I thought he was going to be superstar dev, but he was not. I'm going to keep moving pick by pick. No! That is the opposite of what I wanted to do. Arnold's still there. I think we're going to go with Arnold. Slow dev. Good enough to start, but he's like a D forward type, which really sucks, but clearly going to start for us. But we're still actually rather screwed. Schwartz a 5th this year and a 4th next year for the 3rd round pick. Clearly worth it for the Raiders. Was it worth it for us, though? I don't know. The question remains, we realistically only need 2 wide receivers that are good. So is there anything more important here? Like, Harding is clearly the best middle linebacker left, and we need him. We need a middle linebacker. Keith Stevens is also a good player. Nah, we got to go Ward. Ward's a guaranteed. Another slow dev, though. 78 overall, clearly a starting talent, but slow dev again. But we need him big time. There we go, quick dev. A weird overall though, 75 overall, and he looks amazing. So I don't know why he only has a 75 overall, but he's a great player. Finally landed a super beast. Like, I think every guy we drafted is great. Just the dev wasn't there. Come on, Jericho, I need ya. Please be beast. 74 overall, so his overall is really low, but he's an amazing lineman, thank God. Rodriguez Hillman, one of the best prospects I've ever seen, especially in the 5th round pick. It's a category. It's a 75 overall. He's amazing. He's amazing. I thought he was going to be a little bit better. Not going to lie. Thought he was going to be better, but still an amazing quarterback. What do we do with him? I don't know. I really don't know. Clinton Dix was last number in the draft for the Dolphins. A lot of great quarterbacks in this draft. So first pick overall, well, first 12th pick in the first round, Jeromepkr. Great safety, automatic starter. Haynes Arnold, iffy, slow dev, starter on the other side, sadly. Lewis Ward, slow dev, decent player, starter with Tyreek. Percy Harding, one of the best players we drafted, being the starting middle linebacker. Bettis, starting player, bad dev, well, not bad dev, but normal dev, rough awareness, but a great player. Rodriguez Hillman, quick dev, amazing quarterback, 23 though. Lucas Whedon, average strength, superstar dev, 24 though. Marshall Hughes, really below, well, not below average, but around average middle linebacker, good backup depth. And then Wes Bowman, quick dev, 23, good player. Morrison, good cornerback. I mean, there were some really good cornerbacks, but we had to risk it. Deshaun Barnett, I knew he'd be good, but like I said, he ended up being really slow. Joseph Horn, good center. DeMarcus O'Neal, if he wasn't so slow, he'd be a really good power back, but he's pretty damn slow. Howard Farrell, an amazing running back, super fast. Elusiveness is bad, though, so call it what you want, but I'm not really that big of a fan. Tyrone Hood. I mean, there was a lot of good corners, so I really don't remember who was who, what was what, who we wanted. Cordavius Wilson, a super steal for the Niners there. Graham Buckley, good quarterback for the Giants. Gant Atkins, not as good as the Niners guy technically because he's a bit older. Still a great player, though. Who was that? Was that Horn? Oh, I said Horn. BJ Ridgeway, good quarterback. Jets landed some decent players. Hammond, the best cornerback in the draft by far, and he really proves it. 97 speed at 6'3", and he's 22 years old only. A.J. Harrison, I think this is the guy we were looking at grabbing. The Packers, great cornerback. Keith Stevens, we were going to go with him, but we just didn't have the draft picks. Decent player, would have been a starter. Antoine Petway, quick dev. Probably the second best cornerback in the class we've seen so far. Jatavius Jackson, decent player. There's a lot of good corners. Texans have no draft picks. Morgan Brock, here's the coverage linebacker we're going to go with, but we missed him. Great player, but it is what it is. We still got our middle linebacker we needed. Frank Anthony, amazing player. Definitely the third best corner. Harvey Christian, pretty similar to the guy we had, actually. This guy might have been technically better. He is 1 year older, though, so in a user league, I'd rather have our guy. In this rebuild, probably rather have that guy, to be fair. Trey Faneca, what a legendary name there. Great lineman. Jamario Patton, the other guy that we were debating on grabbing. Like I said, he's going to be that 80 overall beast. Pretty damn close to it. Nigel Morrell, decent quarterback. Alex Brown, bit of a steal here for them. Really good player, actually. Browns, Andres Wallace, we knew he was a superstar dev player. Great pick for them. Ben Dysert. Browns landing tons of superstar dev talent. Good job on them. And they grabbed Fenelis, or whatever his name is. 77 overall, quick dev, 6'4". They landed some talent, man. And our draft. So we drafted several starters. Could have been a better draft, yeah. At least we saved our first and second round next year. That might be all we saved, but first and second round next year has been saved, which is all that needs to be known. Got a lot of different linemen we had to look at. I don't know who's going to start. Really hoping there's a wide receiver here or someone in the trade block, because even though we got one starter, I would like to get another. Ooh, Howard Womack. Damn it. I got really excited there. So I'm not really sure what we're going to do. I think Womack is definitely going to be grabbed by us, though. Womack, his jumping is bad, though. I mean, he's definitely good enough to be a starter somewhere on our team, though. Latavius Murray. Look at all the names on this block here, though. Some really good running backs. Latavius Murray's on the block, though. I mean, if they don't want him, I'd be glad. Tion Green, there it is. So they did get Tion Green, who's much younger. T-line's looking a little rough. I might have to look for a new left end or even just a rookie. Cornerbacks, I'm okay with. Safeties, I think, are fine. Actually, I don't know Eric Berry's stat line. It's 29, over 91 speed, or over 90 speed anyways. Still a great player. Should be good for the rest of this rebuild. Harding, I want to start, but they keep moving Ragland in there. Ragland's all right, though, so I'm not too mad about it. And then offensive line, we're going to have to move around, see who's the best fit. Found a guy, Willie Henry, and they're looking for a right tackle more. So I'm going to move Eric Fisher over to right tackle. I mean, either way, he's a tackle. It's kind of dumb that, like, when a team needs a left or right tackle, ooh, the cap's a little bit of a big hit, but they need a left or right tackle, and they're like, no, you can't play right tackle. Come on, it's a tackle spot. If you can play left tackle, like maybe right tackle to left, but if you can play left tackle, surely you can play right tackle. I mean, it's easier. So I'll just give him Charkandrick West instead. Screw it. Eric Fisher, Charkandrick West, and a 4th-round pick. I think they should change the thing. Like it says for negotiations, it says big decision or big decisions, but I think it should just change it to decisions because, I mean, like these guys aren't really big decisions, you know. A guy like Jonathan Joseph might not even be a big decision because he might just retire. I'm just going to keep Justin Houston as good as I can for as long as I can, which honestly is ending soon. Like, he's a decent overall, but he's actually really not that great of a pass rusher anymore. By the end of the season, he might not even be better than our rookie we just drafted, like not even a second ago. Coverage is important, but the smarts are important too, which for whatever reason, Kendall Fuller does not have any, it seems. 88 overall. Going to the playoffs, we made a lot of, youngster moves, a couple of decent veteran moves. Was it enough to make the playoffs, though? If we did, like I said, I think it's going to be a big step. And we did at 10-6. All right, so, ooh, barely. Dak Prescott's the MVP of the league. I did not want to look at playoff schedule. I want to look at team schedule. Regular season, 3 straight wins, 3 straight losses, 3 straight wins, 1 loss, 3 straight wins again, loss, win, loss. So, decent enough. Got the job done. Kind of curious to see what the Redskins did. Broncos were 1-15. Redskins are 8-8, so they got 1 extra win. We got 2 extra wins, so we're clearly the better team. Once again, Mahomes not really throwing a lot of touchdowns, throwing, once again, tons of picks. However, this season, the running backs did take a lot of rushing touchdowns. Receiving, super, super disappointing. Lewis Ward, nothing. Womack, pretty much nothing. Sack totals, not bad. Defensively, Arnold with pretty much the same as Houston. Willie Henry with 8 picks. Honestly, the way the stats look, I'm not even sure how he went 10-6. Lewis Ward, though, kick returning, 2 touchdowns. Not bad. I didn't even think he was going to be a starter there. I didn't even touch that. Who do we have got on the Chiefs? Lewis Ward at number 4. Percy Harding, that's all that matters. Almost sounds like Percy Harvin. Well, that's pretty much all we got. Please, please tell me it was a lot of XP for somebody. Ward didn't even make the Pro Bowl, I don't think. Damn. So we made the playoffs, but the XP just wasn't there. Even Romeus, I almost always expect the safety. Harding did have a little bit, I guess, but almost always expect the safety to have a bunch. At least. That's usually the safety blanket. I'm sorry. But hey, maybe it's enough. Maybe it's enough. 90 overall with his +2 confidence. Line is averaging about an 80. Receiving core is a little rough, but it's okay. So defense, looking a lot better. I mean, it's definitely much better than when we started this rebuild. Got a lot of potential now, too, at least. So the Titans, a team that kind of, they sometimes make it to the Super Bowl. We're above them a bit. The XP totals weren't great, so I don't know how much better we would be. Maybe an 87. But honestly, it wouldn't even surprise me if we lose this game. Not that the Titans are that hard. It's just either are we. We'll throw one. Perfect throw. Really good throw by Mahomes. I want him now. I want him in the Legacy League, and I had a chance to make the trade. It's just I would have had to pay him, so in the end, it was a smart decision, but that throw is really nice. Start of the second quarter, and offense is looking pretty potent at this point. Defense gives up 7. Offense gets 3. Start of the second half, and I don't know how, but we are dominating. We're absolutely dominating the Titans right now, which, hey, I will take one. If I can get one playoff win, I will take it. And I'm just going to let the game just sim it because clearly it's over. 45 points. 45-17. A very dominating, almost shockingly dominating game. Pat Mahomes did throw 2 picks, but Mariota threw 3. Tam Bailey threw a touchdown for them. Kareem Hunt was great. Tyreek Hill was pretty solid himself. Defensively, Harding had a pretty good game. 2 picks. Harding was great. The Steelers, okay, I mean, the Steelers are hard, don't get me wrong, but it could have been worse. Both teams 89 overall, so maybe this is the one time where we don't deserve the win, but we get it. It's going to be a 5-point game in the second half. Defense makes a play. We're up by 3. Start of the fourth quarter, and we actually have ourselves a chance at a championship game. Come on, defense. Lock up. We don't. They're up by 1 now. Huge play on 3rd and 10 to Travis Kelce for 20. Another play on 3rd down. Man, Pat Mahomes must have the clutch trait, which I don't think he does, but he definitely feels like he does. Great defense. Come on, offense. There you go. 3rd down is our down, and apparently not today. Honestly, from there, I'd probably go for it. I probably would. And come on, defense. Lock up. Of course, we don't. They missed the extra point, though, I believe. It was a 6-point deficit, I thought. Where's the ball? Come on. Yes. Championship game, please. All we have to do is hold them. Come on. And they don't get the field goal. It would have been like a 55 plus, so maybe they missed. But Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs are on their way to a championship game. A little shocking. Pat Mahomes only threw 1 pick. Roethlisberger with 2. Kareem Hunt played pretty well. Le'Veon Bell did very well as well. Latavius did okay. Ward was pretty solid. Tyreek had a touchdown, but he didn't get any really yards. Sack total, Willie Henry combined for 2 other guys. Pick total, Anthony Brown and Fuller, the cornerbacks, came alive. Butker, clearly the MVP of that game. 5 field goals made on 5 attempts. Kind of think we should have been a little more risky that game, but we did enough to win. And we're going against, I don't even know, someone for the championship game. So we're in 89, they're in 93. This is clearly the hardest team we've played so far. But if we can beat the Jags, which I really don't think we can, we could probably win the Super Bowl. I mean, if we win this game and lose the Super Bowl, I'll be devastated. I really will be. But winning this game would be very huge anyways. So let's get it. I mean, let's do it. Starting off, they score 7. We're getting down the field slower than them, but we did score, and the defense gives us a play. So we're up by 3. Up by 10. Only up by 3 again. Start of the second half, and we are going to be up by 3. Okay, I mean, this is much better than I expected. Tied up at 24. No! Start of the fourth, and they're about to score. Come on, offense. There you go. Down by 3. I mean, there's a chance if defense can hold them. They did their job. Offense needs to just finish, and they do. Up by 4. 4 minutes left. They punt it. If the offense can hold off, we can win this game and go to the Super Bowl. I think we went to the Super Bowl. We did! What? How did this team make the Super Bowl? 38-34. The Chiefs are magic. They're literally magic. Please, please win the Super Bowl. This would be like the one rebuild where we just completely cheated, basically. Like 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. I mean, even our quarterback play was worse than theirs. Defense just came up, I believe. I mean, it had to be. There's no other reason for it. Sack totals, nothing. Picks, they had 2. We had none. I mean, the stat line really doesn't point towards us winning that game, but apparently we did, and I'm going to show you guys we didn't cheat. I have to. Normally I would just like whatever. But even though, once again, I'm 1,000% sure, literally 1,000, that the sim force doesn't matter if you go into it. Pretty sure I've actually even made an experiment on that. Maybe. Or maybe it was in an experiment I tried it. I don't know. The Eagles. Oh, God. All of this way to lose to the Eagles. That's unfortunate. Since no matter what, this isn't our last season, we'll take a look at the draft stories. We have 2 picks, Raphael Tung. Thing is, though, our draft pick's looking like number 31 or 32, so Raphael Tung appears to be some sort of safety. Really? A 3rd rounder with superstar dev? Kind of puts me in a conundrum unless we can turn our safety into a corner. Maybe even a linebacker, but I don't think he has that ability. So we're in 89, they're in 92. I mean, we beat the Jags, who were better than that, so that's all I'm going to say. However, let's be honest. Like, the Eagles win the Super Bowl so many times in sim for a reason. They have an amazing roster. It's pretty damn young, too. This is going to be a hard one. We have a great running back core, though. That's something I kind of... Here it is. If we receive, I will play 1 snap, which we will not. I mean, we're down by a touchdown, but that's not bad. It's funny, though. We're down by a touchdown, but it's not actually a touchdown. And the Eagles are just locking us down, man. I'm going to come into the game. I know if you don't get this, you're screwed, but if you punt it, I think you're screwed as well. Womack, do I trust him? Kind of have to, though. I'm going to have to trust Travis, actually, and why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Perfect play. Mahomes is thick as hell. I know it's risky as hell, but we had to. And there it is, the first touchdown of the game for us. I mean, look at the way their offense is going. Defense locks up. We have a chance to tie this one up on this drive. 3rd and 11. God damn, this is really tough because it's like you can't go for this. But you can't afford not to. And we're running the ball way too much in a game we're losing. It's risky. And it's picked off, and that's game. But, I mean, at the end of the day, what can you do? If we would have followed the Chiefs coaching staff's suggestions, we would have lost 20-6 probably. It's devastating because, I mean, just the offense isn't really doing anything. Well, now it is. I would say it's too late, but it really isn't. Oh, what? Wait. What? Wait, what happened? It's tied up. Do they fumble? What are the... It never tells you. It never tells you what happened. All I know is it's tied up. Although that's not going to matter because they're just going to finish the game out. Coming into the game because I can't sit down on this. Like, I just can't let the Eagles walk down the field on us without resistance. We're going to run commit. It's got to be a run, right? There you go. Ooh. With that play made by Eric Berry, I know they have a boomer of a kicker. This could be another run. We might be able to knock him out of field goal range. Come on. Screw it. Run commit. Good play. Calling a timeout. Bring him right down to the 40. I mean, this is a long field goal. If they don't get this, you know you want to miss it. He missed it. Ooh. I'm going to see what the AI wants to do with this. Because obviously they're going to throw it. But if they're going to go with Hail Marys, I'm not going to let them play it. Honestly, I'd risk a run here. Oh, they didn't give me the timeout. Damn it. Chiefs have won. Obviously, I'm going to have us choose to receive. I honestly think my overtime, like, coin toss guesses are like 25% or less. Literally every time I have a choice, I always fail it. Every single time. Okay. We get it. Come on, Chiefs. Either way, it's one of the best sim Super Bowls I've seen in a while. 3rd and 3. Please hit the field goal. Thank you. So if we hold them. And we're not going to hold them, are we? We do hold them. It's tied up. Come on, offense. 3rd and 7. Oh, man. Screw it. I'm just going to let him punt it. I mean, it was a good decision. There you go. 3rd and 6. Clutch. 2nd and 16. Come on. Please. There's got to be a win, right? We win the Super Bowl. Holy crap. It was risky as hell. I let the AI play defense at the right times, apparently. I mean, I really wanted to go for that last one, but apparently the defense locks up. The heart showed by this team. The biggest underdog, like, ever. One of the biggest underdogs in, like, history probably here. Amazing Super Bowl win. It's a successful rebuild, technically. We'll do another season, of course, obviously. Maybe go back-to-back. We'll see. I mean, I didn't, you know, coming out here in this second season, I didn't expect a Super Bowl win in general. But this team kind of primed to maybe be the best team we've ever had. Just because it's very hard to get a Super Bowl win season 2, especially with a team that isn't even there yet. I mean, we're not even there yet. We have still lots of ways to go and still plenty of potential. I mean, this was the year where we finally turned it around and are pushed into the right direction. Eric Berry, Super Bowl MVP, probably doesn't deserve it, but it is what it is. I mean, we won the Super Bowl with like a sub-80 line. We have 3 linemen under 80 and 2 that are like 84, 85. I mean, we really, honestly, probably didn't deserve this win, but a Super Bowl win is a Super Bowl win, and it was much deserved. No cheating of any sort there. Completely fair. Mahomes apparently is the greatest leader ever. I mean, he didn't even play that well throughout the playoffs, but he got us here. Won the game. Won the game. That play, though, Travis Kelce, 16 yards needed on 4th down. Got like 16 and a half. So damn clutch. Mahomes threw 2 picks again, yet we still won. How are both teams going to run it 40-plus times in a Super Bowl? We ran it over, like, technically 50 times. I know Mahomes was probably running on his own, you know, wasn't designed runs, but still, 50 runs and you win the Super Bowl. That's crazy. And their kicker missed 1. The kicker, Butker, he's almost good enough to be on the damn thumb, I swear. He's almost good enough. He had a 5 kicks game for there. I mean, I think if this was real life, he would be considered one of the best kickers around. So he'd probably be the top-rated kicker in the next Madden if this was, you know, real life, like I said. So, of course, we do have a couple of re-signings, one of them being Womack. Womack has quick dev, 77 overall. I mean, he played out right. He definitely deserves a contract. We have tons of money, too. Probably should have signed him for longer than that as well. Oh, well. I mean, I don't want to touch our special teams because I think they were pretty good, so I'm going to re-sign their kicker. And we'll probably take a look at some more of these guys. We'll get this guy as well. I'm surprised he wasn't a kick returner for us. Probably should have gave Womack a 5-year, but 3-year it is. Hopefully we can find someone to replace him because I do not want a 3-year guy there. Oh, what? Mack is here? And I think we can afford him. Because if we go with Khalil Mack, could you imagine if the Browns actually landed him? Holy crap. But if we go with Khalil Mack, we can probably get rid of Justin Houston. You know, Justin Houston is really not performing the way he should. I think this might be one of our better moves. I think this can be pulled off. Let's take a look at cornerbacks. This is probably the year I'd rather look for one. Also, Jonathan Joseph did retire on us. Mike Hilton's in there. The Jets overpaying for Trey. Mike Hilton's so slow. Holy crap. Should bring in another veteran, I think. I mean, Jonathan Joseph got that ring with us, so. Prince Amuk, who doesn't want to join? Who wouldn't want to join with us at this point? Please, Mac, join the team. You want a Super Bowl team. If he joins the Browns before us, I call hacks. Get out. If he's on the Browns, I actually might message EA. I legit might. Okay, he didn't go to the Browns, though, to be fair. I never get those deals. I literally never do. It doesn't matter. He didn't re-sign with the Raiders, so there's almost really no reason for him to go anywhere. The Lions, Detroit. He chose Detroit. I mean, I'm sorry if you live there, but Detroit, get out of here, man. We got shafted so hard there. Like, let's take a look at the salary comparison between him and Justin Houston. Ooh, geez, we need some contracts soon. Justin Houston, 15 mil this year, 21 mil the next. Khalil Mack, 11, 13, 6. Why? I think this is a fair trade. Hillman, who's, I mean, if we would have started him, he'd probably be a 90 overall by now. Justin Houston, clearly a superstar player with Von Miller. And then number 32 for number 1 overall. I personally think that's fair. The question is, do I trade down with the Browns? I don't want to lose this pass rusher. But do they need a pass rusher? Ooh, see, like they don't need a pass rushing linebacker, but they need a linebacker, and they might just take him out of need. Dixie McBride is definitely a starter caliber, so we're going to go with him. Superstar Dev, number 3 supposed to go. We took him number 1. I know he's number 1 overall, but it still should have been considered an excellent pick in my opinion. So don't really even need a linebacker anymore, but Keldrick Spires is way too good not to grab. 79 overall, instant better than Raglan, at least for speed and whatnot. We don't really have many more players around here, so I'm just going to take the risk and take Banjo here and hope for the best. So 77 overall, normal dev. Kind of reminds me of Womack a little bit. Thing is, Banjo is younger, and he's a rookie. So we'll see. We'll see what we do there. Do we have another pick? I don't think so. So I think number 74 for the Raiders. See if they want to trade with us this time around. And I guess we can take the lineman, so we're going to take him. George Waddy looks amazing. Slow dev, but he is amazing. But with slow dev, I don't know if he can start. Maybe this will be one of those seasons where we're so good that everyone just gets a huge bump. Who had the best draft pick? Who did we trade with? The Broncos. So let's go to the Broncos and grab their 6th-round pick. Brian Villa. Normal dev. Ugh, really rough player. So we drafted 5 players. Number 1 overall, McBride. So we basically took over the Broncos draft. So McBride, amazing starter. Instant plug-and-play guy. 91 excel, 86 speed. A very, very talented pass rusher. Probably going to go in the route of finesse just because he doesn't have the greatest strength in the world. Keldrick Spires, normal dev. Amazing speed on the man. Great player in general. Coverage is amazing. Probably does start. 2nd round pick, number 18, Marquise Banjo. Another great receiver for the team. Pretty solid stats all around. 90 spec catch, which is pretty expensive. Pretty damn high spec right out the gate. George Waddy, great lineman. Slow dev, sadly. Don't know if he starts. And then Villa, low strength. Probably not looking to grab him. And then all these other talents, unless we see someone insane, not really going to be looking for him. Guess we're going to be looking at the Raiders as well, though. Because, okay, Superstar Dev. Spitz was better, but he is a year older. Still might be better than the guy we had, but either way, we didn't have to go so high for him. Cesar Laurie, he was one of the better 4-3 pass rushers, but a little bit on the slower side. Very big player, though. Tyson Carlson, another Superstar Dev, older on, middle linebacker's not bad this draft. Harvey Hall, best wide receiver, I think, in the 1st round. No, Ra was actually way better. Look at the speed. He's a 6-foot-tall, 97 speed, 95 excel player. Absolutely insane. And the Raiders, Hartman, normal dev, amazing cornerback. Would have been our number 2 right away. But it's all right, though, because Anthony Brown is developing himself as a beast starter. As he's like an 84, 85 overall. So didn't necessarily need him. I think we did the right thing. Trading up to number 1 was risky. We lost a lot. I think they definitely won the trade on us. But we did land clearly the future at the position. Not even just for us, but the entire NFL. Great player. And honestly, not really going to change a whole lot here. But we'll need to make some moves, though. Because Raglan might need to be traded because he needs a contract this year, I think. And Spikes probably should start. So we trade Womack, Ragland, and a second this for Amari Cooper. I don't know how the hell, but the middle linebacker for the Raiders is Navarro Bowman still. How? I think that was a great trade for him, though, because Amari Cooper in real life, at least, he's kind of 50-50. He's not a guaranteed. I mean, I think he'll be still a career starter for them, but I don't think they really downgrade that much from, going to Womack. Womack already on a contract. I think Amari might need one still. And Womack being the younger player regardless. I think, once again, the AI wins a trade on us. A second-round pick, Womack, and, of course, the big one being Ragland. I mean, that's the best linebacker they've probably had in, 10, 15 years. I think, no, never mind. Rolando is a line. Yeah, well, either way, since Rolando McClain, honestly. Don't know if we have to sign Mahomes yet or not, but I feel like we need to sign some players soon because we have, 80 mil cap. I don't know how the hell we're so cheap. I know we've replaced a lot of the starters with rookies, but someone's got to need a contract this year, surely. Here it is. We got Tyreek Hill, Chris Jones, Kendall Fuller. Anthony Brown even needs a contract. Willie Henry. Okay, so like I said, maybe watch what you say. We have more than 80 mil. Glad we're re-signing people, though. Chris Jones surprisingly doesn't want more. I would really willing to sign him to a 6-year. It's clearly the future on this line. Kendall Fuller, 6-year deal for him as well. He's developed pretty damn nicely. Tavius Murray, he might actually get a contract, but it would definitely be after the season because he'll regress. 5-year deal for Anthony Brown. Keep everyone till they're about 30. Obviously still gives us options. Anye Mata, another guy going to 30. Starting DT. Probably should have looked to replace him, honestly. Willie Henry, definitely going to go to 30. Very cheap. We're getting a lot of our guys back for exactly what we're looking for. Things are going pretty well for us here on this rebuild. Going to the playoffs, I mean, we kind of downgraded, but also upgraded at the same time. We went to the Super Bowl and won it, so surely we should make it back to the playoffs at least. 9-7, man. Holy crap. I mean, that is kind of rough. We barely made it in. Holy crap. Dak back-to-back MVPs. Mahomes a little bit better on the touchdowns and yardage. Rushing, running back still taking a lot of the carries. Latavius Murray actually had a really good season. Receiving, Ward finally had a great season, number 3. Cooper was pretty good, just didn't get over 1,000. Same with Kelsey and Tyreek. Very great season for receiving, actually. Spread the ball around nicely. Sack totals, huge down year for Arnold. Went from almost 10 to 2.5. However, the rookie McBride did very well, even had a pick. Picks, peaking of, not really that great. Butker, rough season. Kick returning, Tyreek Hill with a touchdown. Punt returning, none. Yardage, number 7 on O. Defense must have been pretty damn bad if number 7 on O. Defense was 24. We're in a 3-4, too. I don't understand. Lucky the offense carried us, which is ridiculous. This team should have definitely done better. Mahomes, number 2. McBride, definitely defensive rookie of the year. Yep, there he is. Spires right behind him. Best QB, Mahomes, number 2. Best receiver, where was Ward, number 5. Do we have anyone on the O-line yet? No. D-line, no. Linebacker, McBride, ooh. What a trade up to number 1. Don't know what the Broncos would have went with, but I think both teams won that trade. 2K across the board on the offensive line, or on the offense. Defense, McBride, 46K. One of my best seasons for a pass rushing linebacker. He doesn't have any of the pass rush traits though. Oh damn! Just on traits, I might spend 20K. Nasker, we're gonna go stats. Well, he's a pretty elite feller, I think. 94, nice. Thank God Spires got to an 85 because honestly, it was almost a bad decision to trade Spires and whatnot for Amari. Because Amari was okay, but he wasn't insane. Banjo's an 80 plus overall and he didn't even start, so that might have been a bad trade by me. It might have been. Let's go against the Texans, who seem to beat us in all the awards by a little bit, so For all we know, they might be able to beat us in the playoffs. Thank God for that Season 2 Super Bowl, I'll tell you. Starting of the game, really no one's taking control. Texans did very well there. They're up by 7 start of the second quarter. Tied up 10-all. Still 10-all. Start of the second half, and we are going to tie it up 13-all. Okay, I mean, we're just toying with them at this point, but if we don't be careful. If you're not careful, you could lose the game, lads. It really does seem like we're toying with them. Like, anytime they feel like they're going to take the lead, we just instantly match it. We are up by 3. Defense going to give up a touchdown more than likely here, and they do. 3 minutes left, and the rebuild could be over. I don't think... Oh, wow. Lads, the prophecy has spoken. Did we not in the Super Bowl, I believe, 4th and 16, around that field marker, hit a 17-yard throw to Travis Kelce? The prophecy has spoken. What? This is the 100% the most insane rebuild I've ever had. God damn, what is this? This is insane. I don't know how to put on the thumbnail either. I think we'll have Patrick Mahomes, Kareem Hunt, and Kendall Fuller. I think so. I think those are the guys. It's a wild roster, and the games have been insane. Going against the Titans, the roles have kind of been reversed, but we're at 95 overall. They're in 86. We dominated them year 2. Why can't we do it again? Year 3, where we're better, technically. And I know how to spell queefs. It just, the game doesn't allow it, because apparently so do the EA devs. Dirty bastards. I mean, you can never be done with this team, apparently. Surely we're going to go for it here. I'll let them play it. Clutch. How can you have a clutch play and then just screw it up? Like, we're so clutch. We just can't get it done when there's no need to be clutch. Okay, what's the scenario? Clock's running probably. Okay, the clock isn't running, so if we have a stop here, we actually have a chance. Gonna have the run commit. Lads? Good play up the middle. Spires. Underneath to Ward, who gets the first and gets out. Flanker spot. This is not a good play. However, Tyreek. Throw it over the middle. I know it's going to waste some clock, but Travis Kelce's going to get a big chunk there. Tyreek beats it. Kareem Hunt, though, gets a nice play there. Gets out of bounds as well. Cooper. See if they wants to hit the field goal. Makes it. Our ball, apparently. We're an amazing overtime team as well. Yep, there it is, the win. A really slow game there, but it was a win, and we move on to what? Is this the championship game? Patrick Mahomes, probably his best game of his career so far. Great receiving game. Travis Kelce debatably on the thumb as well, so I don't know. Maybe a 4-man thumb, we'll see. Travis Kelce probably averaged over 3,000 yards over the last 3 seasons. Well, not, you know what I mean. Had about an average of 3,000 yards from the last 3. Who is the game? The Ravens. Really, the Ravens. Okay. 95 to their 88. Clutch game from us, though, with Titans. Against the Titans, that was amazing. Who is that big man? What in the big old belly? Look at him! Is that how he's built in real life? I think that's the guy that was a rookie last year, wasn't he? I don't even know who that is, but he is Big Belly McGee. Start of the second quarter, we are up by 4 with ball. Do not score. Really just giving them so many chances to win the game. 14 to 10, 17 to 14. Start of the second half, and we're down again. 17 all. Defense does its job. Start of the fourth, and they have the ball scoring. They do kick a field goal, so, I mean, the game's well within reach. 3rd and 17. We're always, like, just like I said, we're an amazing overtime team. We're so clutch. We just can't get it done when there's no pressure. We need all the pressure in the world to win the game, and in the fourth quarter, we've come alive. forcing another Super Bowl. The Ravens, they fought well in the first half, and then the second half they kind of blew it. Quarterback of Alex Smith, I believe. I don't know how that ended up happening, but it did. 38-27. Let's see how Mahomes played. Mahomes playing pretty well in the last few games. Not bad. Not bad at all defensively. Once again, like I said, that like the guy that we grabbed, the rookie linebacker, one of the best rookie pass rushers we've had. Definitely going to be one of those top 10s in our rebuilds this year, but just not really performing when we need him to, so definitely does not deserve to be on the thumb, in my opinion. Going to the Super Bowl, who's it going to be against? Probably the Eagles again, right? The Falcons, okay, I mean, equally as tough. Maybe even worse. Nah, maybe not, actually. Show you guys we didn't cheat, though, just for the hell of it. Playoff pitcher. How did the Falcons get here? 14-0 versus Seahawks. I mean, they really haven't been doing that well, so this could be back-to-back. A 9-7 Super Bowl here. 95 to their 94, so the hardest playoff team we've had to play in the entire rebuild. They obviously can agree with that as well on their side. I just can't believe the success we're having. I don't know if it's because we're in the AFC. What's the story? But, I mean, the AFC and NFC both have... Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I forgot we're in the Super Bowl. What am I... I was, like, so confused. I thought we were in the championship. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, AFC and NFC both have their superpowers. Surprisingly, didn't play the Patriots, though. That's very shocking. 7-0, 7-7. Very shocking there as well that we actually came right back down the field and scored. 17. So 14 all. There's no 17. Now there is. Play on the defense gives us a 4-point lead. Start of the second half, and wow. We get all the way down the field twice, and we don't score once. I don't know what happened, but that's the Super Bowl win if you get a score there twice. And instead, the way this is looking, even though we held them to another field goal, oh my God, we've lost the Super Bowl in the dumbest way possible. I don't know what the hell happened. I really want this Super Bowl win, but apparently we don't deserve it. Go with a very simple play. It probably won't even work. And Mahomes misses wide open. That's the Super Bowl. I don't like the fact that whatever that was, 2 times in a row we were in the goal line and we didn't score. I don't know if we fumbled a ton. And I don't want to see the Falcons win a Super Bowl. I don't care. I don't know what we did. Mahomes didn't throw as many picks. We had no fumbles. I honestly think the game glitched. Or we missed field goals, which we missed one, but was that even within? So one was a short field goal. So one of them was a missed field goal. Don't know where the other one was. Maybe a short pick? I don't know. But either way, we are 1-1 on Super Bowls. Really would have liked to win that game. But it is what it is. Maybe a reloads in the future where we try to win, become a dynasty. We'll see, though. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions for rebuild ideas, rebuild challenges, what ifs, experiments, games I should play, should I continue the Far Cry series? I think tomorrow I will upload a Far Cry video. Not guaranteed, though. Could be Fortnite instead. But yeah, let me know. Should I start a new series? State of Decay 2 would be kind of fun. I think, though, if I'm going to start a non-Madden series, it's going to have to be one where I already have the videos recorded, so I automatically can finish the series. So I don't just get overwhelmed. I'm like, I can't finish the series. I do that so many times. The views aren't there, and I'm like, I don't want to do it. So if I'm going to do a new series, I want to know, because then I'm going to record it all before I upload it. So I can maybe record it all in a week or something. But for sure going to be well, actually, I don't know if I'm going to for sure upload Red Dead 2. I think I will, but I don't know. It is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya.